Good morning, everybody. This is Michael at FOUCH FABS. I'm here with my shop guy, David. And he had bought some stuff off our Levi truck. It's called Pull Out. Circle and ring removal, grease, soil and oil remover for textiles and fabrics. I guess they're selling it for Granite. But the truck driver had asked me had I tried it on any rust spots or anything like that. And honestly, I haven't used it on anything. I don't think David used it on anything either. So I told the guy that we would try it on some rust spots and see what happens. So we're going to go ahead and spray some of this on this rust spot. We'll let David fabricate it and lay out a sink and everything, and we'll see what happens. And once I come back to it, I will video it so you guys can see what happens too, and we'll just see if it's worth the damn or not. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm guessing you spray it on there.
He said spray it on, and when it turns to powder, it should be good. That's what we said.
Dry white powder spot removal. Directions: never attempt to remove a stain or ring from a damp or wet fabric. Shake can well, spray lightly on the fabric stain in a circular motion. If compressed air is available, aim air hose at treated stain and from a distance of about 2 feet. Very gently blow treated area. The stain should have risen to the top of the powder, then with a heavy force, crusty white powder appears, typically 5 to 10 minutes. Then brush off the residue. Repeat as necessary to remove oil from fabric. I mean, it keeps saying fabric. I don't see anywhere where it says stone, but it did come into a white powder there.
Let's just see what it is.
So, to me, it didn't do a damn thing. How much did you pay for this, David?
What did the tag say? It was like
Hey, I watched the lady do a video the other day. She had spilled hair dye, like purple hair dye, all over her white court, and she did different blobs of different things to see if she could get them off. She did alcohol, she did mouthwash, she did toothpaste, she did nail polish remover, she did all kinds of different ones, and some of them worked really quickly and really good, the others just didn't do a damn thing. We got hired this morning somewhere.
Okay,
so I
no
told him,
problem.
I said, if it don't work out, come by and see it.
Yeah, no problem.
It actually kind of looks like it got a little dark, you know?
Yeah. Alright guys, that ain't worth a damn on rust, I'll tell you that. I'll try it on some kind of other stain or something like that. But right now I'm going to go back here and get some actual rust remover, and we'll see what that happens. Alright, I've got this Akimi rust remover, deoxidization, whatever. So all I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to put this on that rust spot, and then I'm going to leave it set like I said I was going to do with David, with this one. But that one set up and it did not do shit. Alright, I got a good amount of that on there. Should soak in plenty good. We're just going to leave it there and let David work with it. And we'll see if it does anything. And if it lightens it up, And don't take it all out, we'll put a second coat on and see what happens. I've also got a paste rust remover over there, so we'll try a few things, see what happens, but I will keep you informed. Thanks for watching, guys. Alright, the first dose of the Akemi rust remover, it made it a little lighter in my opinion. So I'm gonna go with I'm gonna put another dose of this on here and just wipe it in. First dose sat on there a couple hours while David fabbed the sinkhole and all that, polished it. So I'm gonna put that on there and I'm gonna leave it overnight. And we'll take a look at it in the morning and see what happens. Alright guys, the Akemi rust remover, it did make it a little bit lighter, but it also looks like it left kind of a darker spot in the stone. So I don't know what's up with that, but anyway, neither one of them totally took the rust out, so I just wanted to inform you. This is the following morning, so it's been on here 12, 14 hours, something like that, but just wanted to let y'all see what I ended up with. Alright guys, I made a full video on this stuff on a rust spot and it didn't work, but I just realized I've got a stain on this remnant here. The Levi guy who asked me to try it out's here, and it actually got me remember. So I'm gonna spray it on this little stain here and see if anything happens. So we'll let that dry, and then we'll take it off and we'll come back and try her again here in a bit. Alright guys, as you can see, it comes up as like a powder once it dries. And you guys see me spray it on here. It's only been maybe 5 minutes since I put it on there. I'm just going to take a razor blade and kind of scrape this stuff off. Honestly, I think it did lighten the spot up a bit. And it says repeat as needed. So I'm going to spray it on there again, guys, and let it dry. And then I'll clean it off again. And we'll kind of just see what happens. It actually looks like it's working pretty good on the stain. So, I mean, the stuff doesn't claim to take rust out, but, you know, we thought we'd give it a shot and see if it worked. But, looks like it's going to work pretty good on the stain. We'll see right here in a minute. But just with that last spray, it looks to me like it already lightened up a little bit more. So, I'll let this dry and we'll see what happens. Alright guys, it looks like this one's pretty dry, so I'm just actually going to wipe it off with a rag. I don't even think you need a razor blade. To be honest, I think I pulled almost every bit of that stain out. I mean, I can still see it, but it's not near what it was. And I'm going to go ahead and spray it one more time and let it dry. And I think after it dries and everything, we might end up being alright on that one. I've got to find that stuff again. Alright, third time. Let's see what happens, guys. Alright, we'll spray that and just let that sit on there and see what happens. Alright guys, this is the third time. I'm going to go ahead and clean it off. I'm getting ready to put it back in the remnant rack. I mean, I can still see it a little bit because I knew where it was at, but it's not bad compared to what it was. And I think once that dries out, actually, I don't think it's going to be too bad. I think it's actually be usable now. So, anyways, I think it looks pretty decent. I mean, it's not 100% gone, but it's way better. So, here's what it is. There you go. Thanks for watching.